In today's video, we are taking this completely unmolested passenger guard off the GQ Patrol giveaway car. We're going to be drilling and cutting a big hole in the side of it so we can test fit up our new snorkel and airbox from Radius Fabrications.
Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go toe to toe till I level the score.
But first, we're going to head up to Brisbane and see Richie at Radius Fabrications to pick up our new shiny parts.
See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait, this a risk take, this no mistake. I was born to do it, I was born for music, I just get into it. I can't get influence when I'm the influence, no genre music, we go rap.
Yo, welcome back to Trippin'. Today we are working on the GQ Patrol giveaway car. We are going to be installing some shiny new parts that we picked up from Radius Fabrications about almost a year ago now, which is quite embarrassing. If you're watching this, Richie, sorry it's taken me so long to do this. I'm a lazy cunt. But today, we're finally installing the parts. But first, we're gonna go back like 10 months or 11 months or something. So when I went up to Brisbane, I went into Radius Fabrications, seen Richie and picked up the parts. So let's go. G'day guys, made the trip up to Brisbane. I'm here with Richie from Radius Fabrications. We're actually lucky enough that they're supplying some shiny new parts for the GQ giveaway patrol build. So yeah, you keen to show us around the shop?
Yeah mate, come on in and we'll show you around.
Let's go.
It's a 3 kilowatt machine, so we can put sheets in that and it'll feed into here when they're cutting.
Yeah.
The tables just swap back and forth.
Yeah, true.
So you can take material off, clean it up, and let cutting and just picks everything flying. If you cut big material, like we cut all our 16mm flanges for the manifolds on here.
Yeah, right.
The material gets quite hot, so you can cut it and swap it over, let it cool down and that sort of thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, nice.
So on the other side of it, where we cut all our tube. So feed all the tube here onto this side, the head moved over.
Yeah. Is that so? It laser cuts the tube.
Laser cuts all the tube, so all our snorkels get cut on here.
Yeah, right.
So what we would do in basically a week on a bandsaw, we can do it about an hour and a half on.
Really? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it comes out, it's super clean, it's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get scratched on all the materials. So. This thing was a game changer.
Yeah, right. How long did you get it? How ago did you get this?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, right.
So, you know, we're constantly waiting for people to laser cut stuff for us. And there's a lot of money to outlay, but they reduced our lead times.
So, 100%.
You don't just been able to have full control. Yeah. Which is good. So we use this laser for cutting all our acrylics.
Yep.
So this one here does a bit of everything, but does all the gasket seals for the airboxes, acrylic lids that we do on our airboxes, so that's mainly what we use this thing for.
Yeah, nice.
So we use this thing doing all our manifold, the flanges, all our 16mm, like our T-tree flanges, the flanges that we do for the turbo manifolds. We actually jack all our manifolds in this as well, so after being welded, we've got jigs that we sit the manifolds in here and jack them to 100% flat. All our 8mm flanges for our airboxes we machine in here. All the ports for our airboxes that we do out of billet, they're all in here. So this is another machine that we used to just outsource all that work. Now it's not here.
Yeah, sweet.
Everything we do on this machine would be normally running every day.
Yeah, right.
So we don't do any work for other people on this. Just our own work, because we're just so busy.
Yeah, sweet.
Can't keep up with that stuff. So.
Oh, that's the go. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a good one, but
sweet.
It's a big outlay, but
I think you do it all yourself.
It's controlling you know, we were getting that much stuff machined and laser cutting back and it was wrong, and getting stuff machined would come back, it would be wrong, and then you got to wait weeks to get it redone. And
well, that was one of the big reasons why I went to Radius on my car, because the times I was rigging up around shops everywhere. And yours were the quickest time and the cheapest price out of everyone.
Well, once we get into the new shop, it should be reduced again.
Yeah.
What's sort of slowing us down a little bit now is just room.
Yeah.
We don't really know where to store stock and hold stock.
Yeah.
So that's why we're moving to the new shop so he can do that.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
Oh,
cool.
That's about it, eh?
Sweet, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So, we'll have this double support, eh?
Yeah, sweet.
Double check. Gotta be all you there.
Yeah, sweet. What, these ones?
Yep, those two.
Sweet. You alright?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Huh. Bit tight. Oh, should be tight. Alright, so I have already installed the Radius Fabrications manifold onto the engine. I've got the turbo and everything bolted up. I've got the dump pipe here that's supposed to bolt onto the back of the turbo. I've actually got the wrong one. RMS Engineering actually changed the rear housings on their turbos, so now they have the old factory style dump pipe. So I'm gonna have to swap that one over. But we've got the 4-inch mid-entry stainless snorkel. I've gone for the mid-entry because I think they look the best on the GQs. It's gonna look absolutely sick. That is powder coated black. And then we got this huge airbox. So yeah, we're gonna fit that into the engine bay. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. First, we're gonna open up these parts, have a look what we're dealing with. I need to try and find the template and all the other bits and pieces, because if I don't have the template, I'm gonna be screwed. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these up and have a look. Alrighty. I've been running this Radius Fabrication gear on my GU Patrol for a number of years now. Absolutely love it. The reason why I went with Radius Fabrications is at the time when I was looking for a snorkel airbox for my GU, I was looking around at all the websites, I was calling up, I was getting quotes. Snorkel and airbox at most of the companies, they were saying, you know, it's going to be a 6-week wait, 8-week wait, some of them were even longer, 12-week wait. And you know, snorkel and airbox is going to cost me like $2,000 or over $2,000. And then I rang up Radius Fabrications and they said, we've got them in stock, it'll be like a week. And I think the snorkel and airbox was, what was it, like $1,200 maybe. Yeah, it was like just over $1,000. So I was pretty much saving almost $1,000, plus there was no wait times. So that is the reason. Also, the quality is awesome. As you would have seen at the start of the video, everything's made in-house, so they fully fabricate everything in their store in Brisbane. So it's all Australian made, it's all high quality materials. So yeah, I do have a discount code, so I'm going to put it on screen now, and I'm going to put the link in the description. So if you're in the market for snorkels, airboxes, manifolds, dump pipes, they've got heaps of other stuff for most vehicles, make sure you head over to their website, use my discount code, and you're going to get even further discounted price than what they already are. So let's crack this open, have a look at that with the logo. It is absolutely clean as, and it's got a massive 4-inch pod style air filter in here. Look at that. This thing is going to look absolutely sick. I cannot wait to get it on the car. Alright, the snorkel and airbox goes on the other side of this car, so I'm going to have to wheel it out onto the driveway so we have more room on the other side. So I'm going to move the GU out of the way, wheel this out, and we'll get stuck into cutting a big hole in this clean passenger guard. The reason that I'm installing the snorkel and whatnot now is because I do want to get this car painted soon. So I want to get all the holes cut, and drilled and everything before I get it painted, obviously. So then it's all sealed and I don't have to worry about painting it after cutting a hole, and I don't have to worry about damaging a fresh painted guard by going and drilling a hole in it. So we're going to do it all before we get the thing painted. Alright, duct tape's definitely not the right tape for this job, but it's all I got, so gonna have to do the job. I'm just gonna use a marker to mark this out, I reckon. Now I just need to go get a hole saw that's about this size, which is about 4" which I do not have currently. So I'm gonna head to Bunnings, grab a hole saw kit, and I'll be back. All right, there we have it. Got myself the cheapest hole saw kit I could find at Bunnings. I'm only gonna be using it once to drill this hole, so I wasn't too worried about getting a good one or anything. Those are the bluntest pilot hole drill. That's how not to drill a hole in your unmolested passenger yard. Now this is why you shouldn't rush. When I was cutting it up here, I've actually cut down to there, but that's alright, our pinch weld's going to cover that. I'm just going to get a sanding disc on now and just clean this up, and then we should be able to fit it to the car and see how she fits. Alright, so I mean Kemi went flat before, but I went to Bunnings, gave myself a flappy disc, because the grinding disc was a bit harsh. I've used the flappy disc just to grind the rest of that hole out, and I've just sat this in here so we can measure it up, cut it to the right length. But yeah, I just want to sit in there. I just want to make sure the snorkel, before I cut this length, I'm going to make sure the snorkel fits in the hole. So oh, look at that. That's actually spot on, I reckon. We might have to take a little bit more out of it. I don't know, I reckon that's pretty good. I'll just clean all these metal shavings off, then we'll go and bolt it onto the car. We're gonna have to drill a hole in the inside guard of the car as well before we can mount this up. So let's do that. All right, so the next step is to drill the hole in this part here. We will have to, this is like the vacuum chamber, so we'll have to remove that and relocate that somewhere else, because our snorkel's going to come out here, airbox is going to be bolted there, so our hose is going to be going there. We'll remove this out of the way first, and we'll drill a hole through here. Well, the poor man pays twice. I had to duck down to Bunnings, get a new hole saw bit. This bit cost 3 times as much as that whole hole saw kit that I had. That had like 10 hole saws in it, so I don't even know why I bought that. I should have just got this in the first place. Oh, we live and we learn, don't we? I've even got an arbor for it as well, so I could have just... Anyway, let's try again, eh? Alright, there's a bit of a storm going on outside, so I've had to bring the car back inside, so we don't have much room to work with here. We're going to see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too loud. Getting dark. Holy shit. Wow. Alright, I lost a bit of footage, so we skipped forward a bit here, but I did end up getting the hole cut in the guard. I did have to use a grinder to cut the hole out a bit bigger to allow for the snorkel to fit through. So now it's time to mount up the snorkel to the A-pillar. I've just marked out my bracket here, so I'm going to drill some holes with the drill. We'll mount the snorkel up and then we'll move on to installing the airbox. Let's go. So now we've got our 3 nutserts in here, the snorkel's ready to be mounted up. I've just installed 2 M8 nutserts that come with the airbox. So now, I should be able to sit this down in here, throw some bolts in it, hook that hose up and it should be done. Alrighty, so our airbox is now mounted up, snorkel's mounted up. All I've got to do now is cut this to size so it fits on there and should be all ready to go. So, there we have it, snorkel comes out here, straight into there. Obviously I'm going to put hose clamps on this, but we are just temporarily mounting it because we're getting the car painted. So I might stand back and have a look at this and see what we reckon. Alright, we're running out of daylight once again. I'm going to pack it up for the night. I've got to go get ready to catch a flight tomorrow. But we've got the big girl back in the shed. Airbox mounted up, snorkel temporarily mounted up. Looks absolutely sick. Thanks again to Richie and the team at Radius Fabrications. Thanks for watching this video. Sorry if it was a bit of a short, boring video, but I've got to go get ready to catch a flight tomorrow up to Fraser Island. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.